Too lazy to study English but still want to be fluent? You don't need to study hard, just study smart. In this video, I'll show you 7 simple ways to learn English the lazy way. Stay with me, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy English tips. Part 1: The truth about laziness in English. When people talk about learning English, they often imagine discipline, hours of study, and heavy textbooks. But what happens if you are lazy? What if you want to speak English, but you simply cannot force yourself to sit at a desk for 2 hours every day? Does that mean your dream is impossible? Not at all. Being lazy does not mean you cannot learn. It only means you need a different approach. A lazy learner is not weak. A lazy learner is creative. They must find ways to learn without feeling pain, without heavy pressure, and without losing motivation after the first week. In fact, lazy people can still succeed if they follow the right methods. The first method is simple. Turn entertainment into learning. Movies, music, YouTube videos, or even games can become your teacher. Imagine lying on your bed, watching your favorite series on Netflix. At first, you just enjoy the story. Then, little by little, you start to notice the English words. What's going on? No way. Are you serious? These phrases stick in your mind without any effort. Lazy people do not need to force themselves to memorize, they just need to enjoy. The second method is about small habits. Instead of planning to study for hours, just promise yourself to do something tiny. Write one word on a sticky note and put it on your mirror. Change your phone to English. Write your shopping list in English. These actions take seconds, but they bring English closer to your daily life. You are not studying in the traditional sense, you are simply living with English. In this way, laziness stops being an enemy. It becomes a teacher that guides you toward easier, smarter ways to learn. Part 2: Learning without effort. The third method is listening passively. Many lazy learners often feel guilty because they do not understand podcasts, movies, or long conversations. They worry that if they don't catch every word, they are failing. But this is not true. You don't have to understand everything. Imagine this: you are cooking dinner, and in the background, an English podcast is playing. Or you are walking to the bus stop with English songs in your ears. Even when you lie down to sleep, you let the soft sound of English voices fill the room. At first, it feels like noise. You may think, I don't get any of this. But your brain is smarter than you imagine. Slowly, without pressure, it begins to recognize patterns. You notice the rhythm, the stress, the way sentences rise and fall. You catch familiar words like today, because, or maybe. Without doing any hard work, you are training your ear, just like a child who listens for years before speaking. This way, English starts to feel natural instead of heavy. The fourth method is the 5 minutes a day rule. This idea changes everything. So many people think learning English requires long study hours, heavy books, and strict schedules. But the truth is, you only need 5 minutes. 5 minutes to learn 3 new words. 5 minutes to write a short sentence about your day. Today I feel tired. I want pizza. It is raining outside. These are not long essays or grammar drills. They are small actions, but small actions are powerful when they are repeated every day. And here is the magic: often, when you start with 5 minutes, you continue for longer. Because the hardest part is not the work itself, it is starting. Once you take that first step, momentum carries you forward. You think, well, I already wrote one sentence, maybe I can write another. Or, I already learned 3 words, maybe I can learn 5. What looks small on the surface can become a strong habit that grows naturally. The 5th method is using technology and apps. Let's be honest, lazy people love games, and today, many learning apps are built like games. They make progress feel fun instead of boring. Elsa Speak listens to your voice and helps you practice pronunciation with friendly feedback. Anki shows you flashcards so quickly that you don't even notice the time passing. These apps turn waiting time into learning time. Instead of scrolling social media, you can open an app and practice for a few minutes. No heavy books. No complicated grammar tables. Just your phone, your pocket teacher, always ready. And the best part? It does not feel like study. It feels like playing. That's why it works so well for lazy learners. You don't need extra discipline because the design of the app itself keeps you moving forward. These methods do not fight against laziness. They work with it. They accept that you might not want to study. Part 3: Smart Shortcuts for Lazy Learners. The 6th method is learning through subtitles and dubbing. Movies and TV shows are not only entertainment, they can also become your classroom if you use them wisely. Imagine you are watching your favorite series on Netflix. Normally, you would just relax, enjoy the story, and forget about learning. But with a small change, this moment turns into powerful English practice. You start by using subtitles in your own language. This way, you understand the story and feel comfortable. Then, slowly, you switch to English subtitles. Suddenly, your brain begins to connect the spoken words with the written ones. You hear, "What are you doing?" and you see the same sentence on the screen. You don't need to open a dictionary or grammar book, the movie is teaching you directly. And when you watch the same episode again, you already know the story, so you pay more attention to the language. This is lazy learning at its best. You sit on the couch, enjoy your show, but your English skills are quietly improving. The 7th method is finding a partner or community. This is maybe the most powerful shortcut, because humans are social beings. Think about it, how do children learn their first language? Not from books, not from apps, but from people. They listen, they imitate, they respond. For lazy learners, this method is especially effective because it doesn't feel like study. It feels like conversation, like friendship. You don't have to travel abroad to do this. Today, there are countless online communities, language exchange apps, and social media groups where you can find partners. Imagine chatting with someone from another country about your hobbies, your daily life, your dreams. You laugh, you share, you connect, and all the while, your English is growing naturally. You are not memorizing lists, you are living the language. But what if you are shy or afraid of mistakes? That's normal. Every learner feels nervous at first. The secret is to start small. Maybe you write a short comment on an English video. Maybe you send a message in a chat group. Maybe you join a short 5-minute call with a partner. The important thing is not perfection, it is connection. Together, subtitles, dubbing, and community create a system of effortless growth. You are no longer fighting with yourself. Instead, you are turning everyday pleasures, movies, conversations, and friendships into learning tools. The result is powerful. You, the so-called lazy learner, begin to notice real changes. You understand faster, you speak more naturally, you even think in English sometimes. And you didn't suffer through boring textbooks or endless drills. You simply lived your life, but smarter. Part 4, From Lazy to Confident. Looking back, a lazy learner's journey may seem strange. They did not spend hours memorizing grammar rules. They did not fill notebooks with translations. Instead, they watched movies, listened to music, played games, changed small habits, used apps, spoke a little, and copied useful sentences. Yet, step by step, they improved. The secret is consistency. Small actions every day are stronger than big promises once a month. Laziness teaches us this lesson. It is not about how much you can push yourself, but how cleverly you can design your environment. If English surrounds you in fun, light, and natural ways, then you don't need willpower. Learning happens almost by itself. And one day, without even noticing, you wake up and realize, I understand this song without subtitles. I just wrote a message in English without thinking. I just introduced myself to a foreigner and they understood me. These are small victories, but together, they build a confident speaker. So, if you are lazy, don't give up. Don't think that English is only for hardworking people. Laziness is not a curse, it is a chance to find smarter ways. Use entertainment, build small habits, listen passively, try 5 minutes a day, explore technology, speak without fear, and copy what works. These 7 methods can turn the laziest person into a confident English speaker. The journey is not about being perfect. It is about progress, step by step, in a way that feels natural for you. If you follow these methods, you will see that even a lazy learner can succeed. And maybe, in the end, laziness itself becomes your greatest strength.